What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to Ace Academy. We're gonna go back to the beginning and route ourselves a new waifu. We're gonna go back and route Kaori here. So the videos are gonna then just focus on the romance route with Kaori. If you do want to take a look and see just how the story goes, because like I said, we're gonna focus more on the Kaori romance route rather than the story, feel free to check out my Mayu route, which went over the story then as well. So we're going to do everything the exact same way as we did through the Mayu route, but we're going to focus on Kaori. I hope you guys do enjoy. I really want to know what Kaori is all about, and I hope you guys do enjoy as well.
How are you going to get to the academy?
My motorcycle, obviously.
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit. I completely forgot. I'll need a parking permit for my bike, but they should have visitor parking which I can use if I can find a spot. So, what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best, or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I've gotten my permit? I'm gonna take my bike. I can find parking. I'm sure it'll be fine if I take my bike. There must be at least some form of parking that doesn't require a permit. Yeah, I'll take my bike.
Oh, right, of course. I forgot how much you cried when it was taken for shipping.
Very funny. Now I might not offer you a ride.
Even if you did, I'd still have to pass. I need to figure out how to navigate around Isokaze sometime, right?
Really? Being seen on a bike like mine would automatically make you the most popular girl in school. You sure you want to pass up such a great opportunity?
Please, have you met me? With my winsome smile and ample charm, I won't need your bike to be popular.
Whatever you say. Nikki heads towards the bus stop and waves goodbye.
Good luck on your first day.
You too. After parting with Nikki, I make my way to the garage. I can't believe I even considered the bus a possibility when my baby is waiting here for me. My heart pounds in anticipation as the garage door crawls open and bathes my pride and joy in a halo of soft light. The way the sun sparkles off the polished metal nearly brings a tear to my eyes. I tenderly caress the bike's smooth curves. We've been apart for so long, but now we're finally reunited. I'll never leave you again. I promise. Yep. Vaulting from the back of the bike, I drop into its seat with a soft thud. Still as comfy as ever. My hands settle on the handles. As I go through the nuances of preparation, I get the feeling I'm forgetting something important. Something that will protect my brain from becoming pavement pizza. Safety first, gotta wear my helmet. Only a fool wouldn't wear a helmet. As it slips over my head, my vision momentarily darkens. Then the HUD illuminates my visor with digital scrolling text and numbers, sharing more information and applications than I need. I remember reading about original helmets which did nothing more than protect your head. I can't even imagine using such primitive technology. Now, even the most standard helmet includes a GPS, as well as speed monitors and music players. I turn the key in the ignition. The roar of the motor sends a shiver down my spine. Perfect. I rev the bike several times, enjoying the sound before driving into the street. This is the life. Nothing beats the thrill of the open road. I take full advantage of my helmet's capabilities. With a glance, I can see how fast my vehicle is going and how fast the vehicles surrounding me are going. There's even a feature that will alert me if I'm in danger of being hit. The speakers are embedded on the inside of my helmet right next to my ears, providing optimal acoustics for music. Some might argue that is a safety issue, but I have the sense to keep the volume low. Traffic is in my favor and I make good progress. The stoplight ahead of me is green. Perfect. Hopefully it stays that way long enough for me to pass. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Stay green. Stay. No! Yellow. I'm actually not that far away. It'd be a close call, but I'm pretty sure I could still make it. I tighten my grip on the handles, and then... Got it! I can make it! I slam on the gas, which roars with renewed strength. I'm almost home free. Just a little bit more, and... Whoa! I see a flash of red hair out of the corner of my eye. Swerving to the side, I narrowly avoid a student. That was a close one. The waifu appears. She topples backwards on the ground as her belongings scatter across a good portion of the crossing. Well, that's always a great first impression for a waifu. She blinks up at me in a daze. But that is quickly replaced with the scariest looking face I've ever seen. Uh-oh. This is my fault. I should help her. Watch it! Nope. I'm out of here. Well, this is my fault. I should help her. Plus, she's cute. Are you okay? The heat of her glare could melt my helmet. Oh, right. The helmet. I probably sound like a muffled alien with this thing on. Let's try that again. I take off my helmet. Are you okay? Here, let me help you. I extend my hand toward her, but she swats it away.
Don't touch me!
Well, aren't you a fiery ball of sunshine this morning? You know, I would be too, though, if someone almost hit me with a motorcycle. She takes several deep breaths, then heaves herself unsteadily to her feet. Once she finds her footing, she dusts off her uniform. Suddenly, she whirls on me.
Are you blind? You could have killed me!
I'm really...
What were you thinking? I swear, these days, any idiot can get a license.
She gestures to her books strewn across the road.
Look! Look at what you've done!
It's not a pretty sight. She runs her hands through her hair in growing frustration. Whenever I try to apologize, she interrupts me with another verbal beating. She's a fiery one, that's for sure, and that's why I like her. Apologize and offer to help gather her things. Help her quickly so I don't lose too much time. Whatever, I'm out. Peace! Well, we'll apologize and offer to help gather her things. I don't deserve this barrage of insults, but I can understand her anger and frustration. I admit, I'm in the wrong, so I'll bite my tongue and take the abuse. She takes a breath and stoops to pick up her things. It'll take forever for her to gather all of this stuff by herself. I wheel my bike to the side of the road and try to help her, but whenever I pick something up, she snatches it out of my hands. I need to get her attention so I can make things right. I pick up a book, and before she can snatch it back, I offer it to her.
Huh? What?
Her gaze flicks back and forth from me to the book, her eyes narrowing the longer she does so.
Why are you still here? Haven't you caused enough trouble?
That's why I'm still here. She steals the book out of my hands. Look, I'm really sorry. She folds her arms, the fire easing in her eyes. So, can I help you? She shrugs and drops the book I return back into her bag.
Whatever. Do what you want.
See? Give me a chance. I think that's her way of saying yes. I jump right into gathering her fallen items. It's not long before we're done. She checks her bag.
That looks like everything.
An uncomfortable silence falls between us. She gazes down at her feet for a moment. The previous hostility is gone. I mean, she still looks annoyed, but not in the "I'm about to bludgeon you to death with my books and dump your body in the sewer" kind of way.
Thanks. I guess. Even if this was all your fault to begin with.
You can be mad, I understand. I take responsibility. I just want to make things right. I rub the back of my head with a sheepish grin. No problem. And again, I really am sorry for all of this.
Whatever. I'm going to be late if I stand around chatting to an idiot like you all day. Bye.
Thanks. The name calling... Okay, that was a little necessary. She shoulders past me and marches away at a brisk pace. I soon lose her as she turns the corner. Well, that was something. I head back to my bike, confident that I did the right thing.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
Sho and I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh, right, so there's this girl.
That's always a great way to start a story. Sho talks the entire way to the lounge. He's constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents, so I only catch about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Sho opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Sho squeezes between the groups, and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. He pauses in front of two girls. Hey! It's the pretty one from this morning, the one that wants to murder my face. Will you be my waifu? The one with dark hair stares at her feed as soon as she notices Sho, while the one with red hair continues chatting on her cell phone. Sho motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team.
As of now, I cannot argue.
But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
I might change my opinion depending on how much I want you dead. He glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. Mayu blushes deeply.
That's not true.
It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Sylar. Have Acacia deja vu yet? I smile at her and hold out my hand. She wrinkles her brow in confusion, then gingerly shakes my hand and continues to shake it.
Sorry.
She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. Sho turns towards the redhead.
Hey, quit being rude.
No, Sho, you want to let her continue that. I think she might want to kill me. Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I mean, will you be done soon? I'd like you to meet someone.
I've never been so nervous in my life. She frowns.
I need to call you back.
and snaps her phone shut.
So, this is Kaori.
Something about that scowl seems familiar, especially that hair. I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh no.
You!
Me? I'm dead. Apologize again. What are the odds that we'd run into each other again? Well, I think she's accepted my apology, so what are the odds? What are you doing here? She crosses her arms.
This is my team.
Well, actually, this is our...
Sho flinches from Kaori's piercing glare.
Your team, right. Carry on.
Oh, she scares me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just didn't expect to see you again. She pauses, then shrugs.
Me neither.
Sho's eyes widen in surprise. Then he breaks into his usual grin and slaps me, a little too forcefully, on the back.
Kaori's actually being civil towards you? Why didn't you tell me that you two were friends?
It's a long story, and I wouldn't use the friend word.
We aren't. He ran into me this morning. Literally.
She's not wrong. Sho raises an eyebrow at me.
And you're still alive?
For now, yes. Huh?
What is that supposed to mean?
She steps towards Sho, who immediately jumps back.
Nothing. Anyway, since you two aren't friends, this is Kaori.
I'm Sylar. Nice to meet you. Kaori nods. Whew.
So...
I don't think I'm dead yet, so that's a bit of a relief. She shrugs.
It's not like we have much choice anyway.
You're not going to regret it.
Sweet! You're on the team, bro!
Thanks. I think.
So you're probably wondering why we need another member.
I can think of a couple of different reasons. Actually, I hadn't. But now that he mentioned it... Finally, our first time to spend alone time with Kaori. Let's see how the team... Let's talk some strategy. Just as I reach for my phone, I'm startled by a loud buzzing sound. Kaori's name flashes across the screen. You're calling me? That's weird. Hey, Kaori. I was just about to call.
You broke my tablet!
I'm in trouble now, aren't I? What?
You broke my tablet! So you owe me a working one.
When did I do that? I don't give gifts until the second or third date. I've never gone near your tablet. Well, there was a tablet laying down there on the ground from when she fell. I think that's when it happened. So when did I do that? When have I even gone near your tablet?
When you nearly mowed me down with your bike.
That was what I was afraid of. I pause. Oh.
Exactly. Anyway, it's broken now because of you.
And it took you 3 days to realize that? Fine. What model did you have? I'll replace it with the same. You won't notice a difference.
I had an EN85.
Is that good? Is that expensive? Is that crap? I have no idea. No, really. What did you have? Okay, I'm guessing it's an obsolete piece of junk at this point.
That's what I had!
I would have thought you'd had a newer model.
Why? It worked fine until you broke it.
Well, okay. How long did you have it for?
2 years.
That's kind of a long time. How much for the replacement?
399.99 credits, plus tax.
399.99 credits? Plus tax?
It's how much that cost.
It's used. Do you not know what depreciation is? I'll give you 150 credits, and that's being generous.
What? That's not even close to how much I paid for it!
It's 2 years old, sweetheart. Of course not. It's an old model, but that's how much it'd be worth now.
I paid more than double that price when I bought it, so that's how much it's worth.
That's not how it works.
That's how much it was worth to me.
Maybe I can get you a used one then.
No! People don't take care of their things. Knowing your luck, you'll buy me a faulty tablet, and I'll have to replace it again almost immediately.
I know how to pick out electronics. I'm not so stupid that I'd buy you a damaged one.
Debatable.
You know, considering all that we've been through, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that assumption. She is making this really difficult. Look, I'm not going to pay the original cost plus tax of something that is no longer worth that amount.
Fine, but you should at least give me something comparable to my old one, like the YX140.
Now you're just making up numbers and letters, and I have no idea what you're saying. What about the Z90 model? It has better specs, and it's cheaper.
No, it doesn't. The YX140 is the model that replaced the EN85. It offers more GB than the Z90 and has better connectivity options.
What are you talking about? Everything else is comparable, and you can get it with a higher GB. Plus, the Z90 is made by MacroHard, which we all know is better than Pineapple.
Are you kidding me? Pineapple is a better choice. It runs faster, and it doesn't get viruses either, so it has a better shelf life.
Is this a joke? Meet me at the store. I'll show you that the Z90 is just as good, if not better, than the YX140. If, after that, you still don't believe me, then I'll concede.
Fine, but only because I know you're wrong. Meet you there in a half hour.
The phone clicks without another word. That is the strangest turn of events if I've ever seen any. Why does she know so much about tablets? And why am I arguing Mac versus PC with her? I don't care, but this is going to be fun now. Well, goodbye to you too, sweetheart. I grab my jacket and head for the door. Strangest first date ever. I arrive at the mall before Kaori and wait by the front south entrance. It's only a minute or two before I see her walking up to me dressed in a hoodie and jeans. It's weird to see her out of uniform. But holy crap, is she cute. You look nice. Do you meet all your dates in a hoodie? What are you wearing? Don't say anything. I can pay her a compliment. What's it gonna hurt? I like your outfit.
Why? It's nothing special.
It's just nice to see what you like to wear.
I suppose.
Ah! The stammering means I'm winning.
Let's just go in.
You're the boss. Whoa, that's a cool looking store. How do I get into one of these and spend a lot of money? I follow Kaori into the electronics store. She heads straight for the aisle of tablets and points to the XY90. Or XY140. I'm trying to get her to do the Z90. I'm getting my letters and number combination confused. This is XY140.
There it is.
And there's mine. I point to the Z90 and read the details. Optic display with Hexa HD resolution at 750 ppi with a V9Z chip and a 256-bit architecture. It even has an anti-reflective coating on the screen. You must admit, this is an amazing tablet. And I point to the price on the XY140. It's cheaper. Kaori crosses her arms.
So, the XY140 costs a bit more because you get more. Look, it holds 3 times the number of files, and even though the displays match, the XY140 has amazing video stabilization and built-in data connection options.
Nothing you just said makes me believe it's worth the extra money.
I can't believe you want to get me an inferior model to make up for breaking my stuff in the first place.
It's not inferior. It's a great tablet.
But not comparable to my E85.
Why are you so difficult?
Why did you have to break my tablet?
You're killing me here.
Serves you right for trying to kill me.
She's got me there.
Just so you know, you're both wrong.
Tech Gosu. Kaori and I turn to face the voice. Standing behind us is a stubby guy with round glasses. He reaches between us and grabs another model off the shelf.
This is the IB760 by Bensong. It's the fastest on the market, with the vector core CPU at 6 GHz, red tooth technologies, and a fingerprint identity sensor in the screen. Not to mention the superior resolution with advanced multi-touch technology.
He reaches by and grabs something else.
Plus, it comes with the cover built in, so you don't have to pay more to buy accessories.
He glances over at Kaori.
Which, from what I heard, you could really use.
Dude, you're gonna die. Kaori and I exchange a look.
Nobody asks for your opinion.
Clearly you need it if you're considering the XY140 like some sort of technological plebe.
Why you?
Murder him and not me. That's what I was saying all along. I told you the XY140 was no good.
Whoa! Calm down, Mr. High and Mighty. The Z90 is an even worse choice?
Now I might kill you. What?
Who would want to use a machine built on the frame operating system? The last time that piece of junk worked was Frame XP.
He's not wrong about the Windows operating software. Frame 7 was good. He snickers loudly.
How cute. No wonder you're together. You both have a taste for inferior tablets.
Together?
Kaori stomps a foot forward as her hands clench into fists. The nerd is clearly shaken, but tries to keep his cool.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
No kidding. Macro Hard has the entire business market.
And Pineapple makes premium cutting-edge devices.
Also, nowadays, all models come with RedTooth 3.0 built in.
And fingerprint ID sensors. And advanced multi-touch technologies.
He opens his mouth to speak again, but Kaori interrupts him with a fist.
And we are not together.
Not yet, at least. Yeah, go mind your own business.
You
Nerd.
nerds! Your vision is too clouded to see the light. Otherwise, you'd understand that Android is the best hardware, software, and value for your money.
Before either of us can say another word, He turns around and confidently waddles away. A bag of cheese puffs seems to materialize in his hand.
Idiot! Sticking his nose where it doesn't belong!
I know, right? We fall silent as I look over the IB760 demo model. Actually, Kaori,
What?
I think he might have been onto something.
Let me see.
We both reviewed the specifications card next to the tablet.
Huh. The features here definitely outweigh the XY140.
And hardware-wise, it blows the Z90 out of the water. I watch as Kaori swipes the tablet screen and tweaks the settings and configuration. A moment later, she grabs an IB760 box off the shelf and looks it over. So, do you want this one then?
As much as I hate to admit it, it makes the most sense.
Just don't let him hear you say that. I take the tablet from her and head to the counter. Glad we got that sorted out. As I go to pay, Kaori cuts me off from the cashier and pulls out her wallet. Okay, first you tell me I owe you a new tablet, now you're gonna try to buy the said tablet without me buying it? Is this just to keep me on the hook? You're good. You're good.
Whatever. I don't need you to pay for it.
You don't need me to, but you want me to. I still need to take responsibility. I won't argue against that. I'll pay for part of it. I do need to be the gentleman here. I still need to take responsibility. She is right. We wouldn't be here looking at a new tablet if I didn't almost run her over. I still need to take responsibility here. I shake my head. No. But it's still my fault you need to buy a new one in the first place. Before she has a chance to reply, I tap my card against the register. An approved notification displays on the machine.
You idiot! I just let you off the hook and you paid anyways!
That's not an idiot move there. It's the gentlemanly thing to do. I flash her a smile. Oh well. Too late now. Kaori appears flustered. I offer the bag to her, and if my eyes don't mistake me, it looks like she just blushed. Here. She blinks at the bag a few times before reluctantly accepting it. I'm glad after that whole choosing a tablet ordeal, she doesn't fight me on this too. I guess she understands that we're both equally stubborn.
Thanks.
We exit the store. Kaori turns towards me outside the store.
Thanks for coming out, I guess. I mean, some of the stuff you said was helpful, but mostly you just gave me a headache.
That translated in my head to I had a wonderful time, thank you. I grin at her. You're really bad at giving compliments.
It wasn't a compliment!
You say through your blush. But I can see a blush creeping up her cheeks. Anyway, don't worry about it. We're teammates, which means we look out for each other, right?
Yeah, that's how we were able to defeat that loser when he came by.
Did you see how he left in a huff?
Maybe that'll teach him to stop butting in where he doesn't belong.
I laugh, and I think I see Kaori crack a smile. So, are we good?
Huh?
You know, about that whole almost running you over thing?
Oh.
She glances at her bag and nods.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool, because I don't want to start this friendship on a sour note. She blinks at the mention of friendship and waves off what I said.
Whatever. I better get going. See you on Monday.
Means she sees me in more than a friend way. Yeah, see you. With a nod, she turns away and disappears into the crowd of people, and I just sit and watch. I head in the opposite direction towards a gear equipment store I've been meaning to check out. As I walk into the room, I'm assaulted by the sound of laughter. Seated in the living room is Nikki and two other girls. They glance up at me as I enter. Nikki greets me with a wide grin and waves me over, while the two girls begin whispering to each other. You stop that.
Hey, you're back. Where did you go?
I went to the store to check out tablets.
Oh, really? Did you see anything good?
Yeah. She looks at my empty hands.
But nothing good enough to buy?
Oh, Kaori was the one who wanted a new tablet. I was just there to show her which one was good.
That's kind of a lame date. I'm disappointed in you.
Nikki's friends seemed to be on alert. It wasn't a date, as much as I want it to be.
Sure, whatever you say.
Don't you start with me, kiddo. Nikki's friend leans into her and whispers.
Does he have a girlfriend? Nah, he wishes.
I will soon. Shut up, kid. The two girls glance at each other and giggle. What are you guys doing? Now that class is over, I've got some free time. What do I feel like doing? You know, I just met Valerie, but I gotta see the waifu. That tablet got me thinking. But it made me hungry because my stomach complains loudly for food. Hopefully nobody else heard that. At least I have plenty of time to grab lunch before my next class. There's a cafeteria on campus which I've eaten at a couple of times. The food is cheap and surprisingly good. Way better than the cafeteria food at CINY. But the options are limited. I've heard the Pilot's Lounge has some decent options, and their daily specials incorporate cuisine from other cultures. It might be worth a look. I navigate to the lounge. Luckily, there isn't a line. I hope that's because I beat the lunch rush and not because the food is bad. Pushing those thoughts aside, I walk up to the bar.
Hello, what do you have?
I study the limited menu on the wall. Behind the bartender is a chalkboard with the daily special written down. Cheeseburger with fries. I mean, hell yeah, a burger and fries, that sounds fantastic. I don't have a preference. Well, you kind of do when it's lunch. It's either burger and fries or something else, but something healthy would be good. You know, burger and fries is great, but, you know, I'm sure we had burgers and fries quite a bit at CINY, so something healthy. I'm not seeing what I want. Hi, what healthy options do you have?
Healthy? I can get you a protein bar.
Don't mock me. Thanks, but I meant for an actual meal. Do you have a salad? The bartender raises an eyebrow.
Sure, it's called the burger salad. You get a burger without the buns or patty.
You're mocking me, aren't you? He doesn't have to be a jerk about it.
Take the hit, kid.
I consider going somewhere else when my stomach growls again in protest. Fine. I'll just have the special.
How special? Burger and fries coming up.
Ass.
That'll be 873 credits.
Pretty cheap. Not too bad. After paying, I move over to the side and wait for my lunch. Can I get one of those, like, what's that, 10 beers on tap that's over there? If I can do the quick maths, it looks like 10. Can I have one of those? 11, 12 if you count the special thing that's on the left. After a few minutes, he slides over a tray with a juicy burger and a mound of fries. That looks like a heart attack just waiting to happen. Oh well, I suppose I'll just treat today as my cheat day. Every day is my cheat day. Picking up my tray, I scan the pilot's lounge for an empty table. Most are occupied by single students focused on their own food or studies. As I'm debating whether or not to join a random student, I spot a girl with reddish-orange hair sitting alone. It's Kaori. It's the waifu. I breathe out a sigh of relief and make my way over to her. Hey! She looks up at me from her new tablet
Oh, hi.
that I bought her. Mind if I sit here? She shakes her head. Thanks. I place my tray next to her bento and sit down. Kaori refocuses on her meal and eats in silence. Oh, this is awkward. This is pretty awkward. I should say something. Break the silence. You're pretty. I'm not like that. Speak up or stay quiet. We'll speak up. So, how are things?
Good.
She doesn't even bother looking at me. And what do you think about the weather today? That's how you know when you have nothing to talk about.
Adequate.
This is seriously like pulling teeth. I shouldn't be surprised, though. It's Kaori, after all. Small talk is not her forte. I pick up a ketchup packet and squeeze the contents over my fries.
You're really eating that?
I didn't want to, I had no choice. Huh? Kaori has finally looked up from her food and examines my meal.
Burgers are very unhealthy. They are full of fat and very high in calories. The fries are even worse. Those are just empty carbs, and the average meal holds the amount of sodium an average person needs in a day.
I wanted something healthy. It tastes delicious. You're exaggerating. No, she's not. Yes, but I did want something healthy. This wasn't my first pick, but I doubt it's that bad. Kaori leans back in disappointment and shrugs.
Whatever. It's your choice.
I glance at her bento. It has an assortment of simple maki rolls. Even though I said I wanted something healthier, I wouldn't be excited to eat what she's having. Well, sometimes it's nice to eat something tasty for a change. I like that face. She frowns in irritation. I thought a frown or irritation was just her default expression.
What makes you think my bento isn't tasty?
Several things. I take another look at it, then smirk. You don't need to get so defensive. I'm sure it's healthy, but that thing barely looks seasoned. Oh. She just stuffed the bento in my mouth, didn't she? Yes, she did. She shoves a maki roll into my mouth while I'm mid-sentence.
Don't judge it until you've tried it.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Wow. This is surprisingly delicious. It's light with simple ingredients, but each bite is still packed with flavor. Kaori quickly retracts her chopsticks. Once she realizes what she's done, her cheeks flush. That was pretty good. You win this time. Huh. I guess I was wrong. Give me another piece. Huh. That was pretty good. That was good. Or does she want to win, though? What is the best option? You know what? You win this time. You win, girl. I will admit, that was not bad. She waves her hand dismissively.
Next time, don't jump to conclusions.
I grudgingly admit that Kaori is right, although I would have never guessed she'd be such a talented cook. We end up finishing our meals in silence, but I'm glad I was able to learn a little bit more about Kaori. She's quite fantastic, it seems.
I don't know, man. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
Stop yelling at me, you're gonna get everyone's attention.
What are you two yelling about?
I don't want to look. She's gonna look pretty. And I'm not gonna be able to stop staring. We both spin around and see Kaori. She's also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a gym uniform. Her porcelain legs are completely free of blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear she works hard to stay fit. How can she wear something like this? Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty. Her exercise routine is yielding superb results. Excellent. 10 out of 10. If I ever had any doubt about Kaori's physical prowess, I don't have them anymore. It must take hard work and discipline to have a body like yours. She frowns as a hand instantly goes to her side. The only thing betraying her unimpressed expression is the slight pink creeping into her cheeks.
Are you really trying to hit on me with a line like that?
Depends. Is it working? I mean, no. Just giving credit where it's due. Of course. You wish. I can't lie to this one. I don't want to be so blunt about it because, show's right there. So just giving credit where it's due. You can take it however you want. It's just impressive to see someone diligent with their training. Kaori crosses her arms as the pink on her cheeks deepens. Means bonus points for me.
Thanks, I guess.
Well, it's good that Yuna got us an interview, but I've still got some time before I need to go home. Let's see what the waifu's up to. I'm finally done with classes for the day. For some reason, I'm strangely tired and don't feel much like hanging around campus. I'll go home and rest up. That's kind of the opposite of what I clicked. I walk to the parking lot and spot my bike where I left it. As soon as I reach it, a sleek white car pulls up and blocks the exit. The car has tinted windows and looks like something way out of my price range. As I can only see the back of the car, I guess it might be a Panther? Although the engine is running, there's no movement from the car. That's kind of weird. Are they waiting for someone? If so, I wish they'd pick a different spot. How am I supposed to leave if they're blocking the exit? Besides, wouldn't it make more sense to pick someone up closer towards campus and not in the heart of the parking lot? I hop on my bike as I ponder these questions. Just as I'm about to back out, the passenger door opens and a smooth leg steps out. Following the leg is a cute girl with red hair. Wait a minute. That's Kaori, and she is adorable. Duck out of the way or stay still. I'm just gonna stay still and watch. I pause on my bike, ready to watch the scene unfold. I'm far enough away that Kaori won't spot me. The driver's side door opens and an older man steps out. He looks European. Definitely not Japanese. I guess he's in his mid-30s, and I can tell he keeps in shape by the way his shirt clings to his biceps. He reaches into the back of the car and hands Kaori a bag. With a wide smile, he envelops her into a hug. I wait for the inevitable slap, but it never happens. Instead, Kaori accepts the hug without protest. How is she so calm right now? She is even smiling back at him. He tries to linger in the hug, but Kaori gently pulls away and waves goodbye to him. The man waves back as he returns to his car and drives off. as she heads back toward the campus. Her path leads straight to my parked bike. Hey, Kaori. She jumps slightly at my voice.
Oh, it's you.
She glances behind her and sighs with relief when the white car is nowhere in sight.
What are you doing here?
I go to school here. I was on my way home. I could ask you the same thing. Nothing. Just on my way home, no point to lie to her. Just picking up my bike so I can go home.
Oh, right, of course.
What about you?
Heading to my dorm.
Oh, okay. What were you up to today?
Does it matter?
I'm just curious. I want to learn more about you. Her expression softens slightly, and I think I see a faint blush of pink on her cheeks. We're breaking that shell.
It's nothing. Just a thing I went to.
Kaori is being really evasive. While I'm curious as to who that man was, it's obvious she doesn't want to talk about it. Continue to pry or leave it alone. We're making good progress. She said it was a thing. Let the lady have her thing. Leave it alone. I should respect Kaori's privacy and trust that she'll tell me when she's ready. Okay, if you say so. She nods and she's smiling at me.
I'm going now. I'll see you later.
Yeah, later. I wonder what that was all about. As soon as Kaori is out of view, I kick my bike into gear and head home, and that's going to be the end of part 1. Stay tuned for the next part of just wooing Kaori. As always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button down below or leaving a comment. It really does help me out. Feel free to follow me at social media. Links to those will be in the description down below as well. And don't forget to unleash your power by hitting that subscribe button down below today and ringing that little bell as to when new videos are uploaded. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care. For the waifu! Kaori's gotta love me now after a battle cry like that, right?